Morning. We have a rare opportunity today to report from the West Coast. This is a major city in California, a downtown building, a historic one, approximately 100-year-old, 26-story tall, beautifully sculpted. Decoration at the top of the building is absolutely stunning. It's too bad that only birds, occasional drone operators or helicopter crew and passenger could enjoy it. Strangely enough, it happens to be a rule rather than an exception, as observed on many skyscrapers downtown. The best parts are reserved for those up in the sky. Those 8 eagles perching at the crown of the building are fiberglass replicas that were installed there after earthquake in the 1980s damaged some cladding on the building. The facade is composed either of granite or terracotta cladding. We can see disturbing things happening right in front of our eyes. You can see that bulging area in the right upper corner, now closer to the center. That's ready to go. It's going to collapse on a section of the balcony downstairs because this is the section of the glazed terracotta facing that's spalling right in front of us. You can see how multifaceted with multiple water tables this facade is, with none of those water tables protected by any waterproofing material. And not surprisingly, the damage we can see is concentrated below those areas and at the corners where the moisture ingress is most intense. What initially caught my eye was the mosaic. You can see different shades of the facade cladding panels, multiple patches. Some of them actually go across the joints, and we can see that the entire facade bears evidence of multiple repairs. It's evidence of many years, actually century, of facade maintenance and repair and conservancy efforts. Then we can see this is almost a vertical facade, only divided by a couple of terraces that obviously come with their pros and cons, starting with the issue of waterproofing, ending with breaking fall of components, facade components located upstairs. We can see the relatively modern facade access equipment. That's also an evidence of an ongoing effort. And here we can see those yellow, exposed yellow terracotta after the glazing spalled, with the signs of former patching around those glazed terracotta spalls, indicating that those are multiple layers now that are spalling in spite of the previous patching effort. According to experts, like I said, the proper way of repairing terracotta is just painting it, short of replacement of the terracotta components, which is prohibitively impractical and expensive. It's all caused by one main culprit, which is water ingress. And it's not limited to this building. We saw many buildings like that in both Los Angeles and San Francisco. Here you can see a picture of it. You can see open joints with spalling grout, and also some of them show the effort is focused on providing coping, sort of waterproofing that would prevent further moisture ingress from the top. So even though California is a relatively dry climate, still there is enough water to cause a long-term degradation and deterioration of a facade like that. We can see many of those small details are not only providing very limited space for tools and repair efforts, but they also actually direct water inward. And we can see clearly the evidence of it. For example, in the left upper corner, we will see right here the efflorescence, water actually coming out of the facade components. Then we can see green patches of algae on those ornaments that also indicate there is plenty of moisture for algae to thrive on. We saw multiple other examples in California that architects disregard water ingress as a factor in their design in this region, and that doesn't help their buildings. Here we can see how that detracts later from the visual appeal. Of course, only to those who are actually able to enjoy it. Yet, what's the sense of providing all that decoration if it's going to be spoiled by water damage? Now, in those areas, we can see particularly well the open joinery. Apparently, the facade access here is more challenging, and then we see bolts here and there that are evidence of most likely facade stabilization efforts. We are going to look up close and you would see better yellow spots. Those yellow spots are essentially glazed facing spalling, revealing the terracotta inner core. Terracotta cladding is typically attached by steel components, and steel is unfortunately also vulnerable to corrosion as it becomes gradually more exposed to it.